Okay, today I wanted to talk about the Javelin run-up, transition to the crossovers, and then into the final plant and release. Um, this here is JoJo. He's our school record holder in 2017. I caught up with him in 2019 when I took this video. I asked him to show me some of that technique that he used since back in 2017 when he was a senior. I was coaching the throws, but I was the assistant coach, so I wasn't working with him since he was a senior. I was working with more of the beginners, so I never really got a chance to see his full all-out throws. So he allowed me to videotape him, and first thing I noticed was he went straight into the crossovers. He didn't have any straight run up and then transition. So I asked him about that, and he said he never learned how to do the run up and then the transition. So I thought, okay, well let's make a video maybe to teach this. It's not that difficult to learn the steps, and so let's take a look at that. So I've got three throwers here. We've got Chopra and Roller, and let's see if I can find him here. Here we go. Okay. We got Neeraj Chopra, the Olympic champion. And we've got Thomas Roller, the Olympic champion. And then we've got Kara Winger, American record holder. So you'll see all three of them have a very similar pattern. Okay, here they're running straight down. Their hips haven't turned yet. The shoulders haven't turned. They haven't drawn the javelin back. But as the right foot comes down, you see how it doesn't matter how many steps you take into it. Running down straight down the runway, it's when you finally decide to plant that right foot and pull the javelin back, it's really not a pull. You're kind of just letting the javelins stay there and your body's running forward. But see, it's happening just in that one step. From the left foot's down right here, the javelin's still at the shoulder, and then the right foot steps ahead and the javelin is back. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, so I just call that the pullback. Rather, you're not really thinking about pulling it back, you're just kind of letting your body run ahead. Okay, and then after that there's just going to be 5 steps. You see this little spot right here in the center of the runway? That's at the 8-meter mark. That's how they determine how to get the arc in the front. So that's about 26 feet. So you see where his right foot landed, how far back from there. So now we're going to go through the last 5 steps. It's going to start with the left foot being a right-handed thrower. So 1, 2. You can see on the second step, the right foot again, it's just about where that little mark is. So that's 2, and then there's 3, and then 4, and then the plant. That's 5. Okay. So we're running down. Right foot lands. Javelin is back, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and then into the crow's hop, where the left foot comes back in front. 4, 5. Okay, now let's take a look at Thomas Roller. You'll see the same thing. Hips are square, shoulders are square to the front. He hasn't rotated yet. His hips to the side. And watch, the left foot's down. Now the right foot's going to come down, and the javelin gets behind him. Pull back. Right foot plants. Javelin's back. Okay, now we're going to start counting. 5 steps. You can see here a much bigger spot. This is the 8-meter mark again, or 26 feet from the foul line. So we're going to go left, right, left, right, left. And then he's got just enough to finish up and stay behind that foul line. Okay, so let's take a look at that again. He started way back here. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many steps he took to get here. 11 steps, 13 steps, doesn't matter. you want to set your marker up so you know where you're going to land that right foot as you pull back. So I would put a marker right here somewhere on the side and say that's where my right foot's going to go. These guys probably don't even, at their levels, they probably don't even need a marker. They probably already know, hey, this 8-footer, there's 8-meter marks right here. I kind of know where I'm at. Okay, so there's the right foot down, javelin's back. So let's look at the last 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some people don't count these last 2 steps as part of the last 5 steps, but I do. So, okay, he's got the right leg sweep out in front here. And that's the time in the air when the left foot is going to go from back here, this wide sweep in the back here. Okay, here's the left foot. It's going to come out, while both feet in the air, it's going to get ahead of that right foot. That's the crow's hop. See? Right, left. Okay, let's look at Kara Winger. You'll see the same pattern. She's got a big brace on her knee there from her injuries. She's running, hips, shoulders are facing straight ahead. She's getting ready to turn. As the right foot comes down, javelin is back. Okay. Left. Now the right foot's going to, as it comes down forward here and drops, javelin goes back. Okay, and now we're going to have the 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, and here's that spot again, the 8-meter mark. So she hits that on her left foot just before the last 2 steps. 4, 5. And then just enough room to finish without passing the foul line. Okay, I'll let those just run. They're in a slower speed. I'll just let them run so you can see that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I hope that makes it easy for people to understand how the transition works, the stride, the number of steps to get into the throwing position. So the crossover is not 7 crossovers like you saw our thrower JoJo doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because every time you take a crossover, your body's kind of going slower. You can see it's almost, there's no acceleration at the end for the last 2 steps. It really should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last 2 steps are a lot faster. But you see everything's pretty much the same speed. So you want to minimize those crossovers. That's why you see these Olympians using only 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you want to shorten up that crossover so you don't slow down. Okay, hope that makes sense to everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.